So the MS909S2 comes with the MaxiFlash VCI2. We can see the communications here supports the Pass-Thru J2534, the ISO 22900 and the RP1210. From a VCI itself that plugs in, it's got a decent size cable, so it works on Bluetooth connectivity to the tablet. Also has a LAN connection as well there and a separate power supply. What we're going to do now is I'm just going to power on the tablet because this is the most important. Off we go. And that's the tablet on, and we're ready to start our diagnostic session. That was an impressive 22.85 seconds. We've got our acknowledgement here now to show that we've got our Bluetooth connection to the VCI, which is also populated on the tablet itself here, so it knows what we're doing. It's automatically pulled the VIN number and the make of the car, so it knows it's a Škoda already. And now it's prompting us, so as a user interface, it's already prompting us with 4 options that we can do here. So we could quite easily just get in. I'm just going to close this window down. I'm going to go through the basic operations of the user interface. So we have our diagnostics tab, our remote expert, something that's becoming really quite popular now in diagnostic tools, gives us the ability to get somebody else to actually do specific jobs for us. If we get stuck, obviously it relies upon a partnership, and some other companies obviously may have an additional charge for that. We've got our service menu, so again all our quick service operations, vehicle identification. We've got our state of health evaluation, really quite important on electric vehicles such as this. We've got DVI, we've got ADAS, we've got our update, and we've got a couple of other screens over here, data manager, connections to cloud, battery test, additional tools that we can actually bolt onto this particular diagnostic tool to enhance our diagnostic process and capability. We've even got Maxi Video, the ability to plug it in like a borescope camera so we can do inspections as well. All these tools just aid in giving you an all-round diagnostic tool rather than just an electronic diagnostic aid. The screen itself, this is the 11.1-inch screen Autel offer on the MS909S2. From a user interface experience point of view, we have a designated icon on this particular tablet, which is the VID, which is vehicle detection. Well, let's give that a try. So we'll click on the vehicle detection. Straight away, it started our auto detect, and it's now started our scanning. So this is great for those pre and post scans. So the first thing it wants to do is gather some data and some information so we can do our pre-scan. What we've got here, first screen of our user interface, is the ability now to capture all the data before we start the scan. That's great, obviously, if we want to do like printouts and repair orders and pre and post scan if we're doing ADAS or any battery health test reports or anything like that. I'm just going to bypass that for now. We've acquired our VIN number, automatically auto-populates the year, the body type, and the fact that we're running an electric vehicle. We've got our battery voltage shown up here in the top right hand corner, and as well, really quite interesting, whether we're actually connected to the internet as well. Diagnostic tools are progressing now and giving us additional bits of information such as AI, etc. All important linked to the internet is obviously where we're going to be able to really make the most of these diagnostic tools. So it's really, really good on touch response as well. So the screen is quite nice, it's quite bright, it's very colourful, and the navigation is really quite good, and it responds to touch really well. Moving across from screen to screen also really is quite seamless. There's no lag. It's really good on the GUI. Now we've introduced a couple of faults to this vehicle. We've got a list of vehicle ECUs going down there. We've also quite handily got a little tab across the top here that we can flick to topology view. Unfortunately, topology data is unavailable on this. So we've actually, on this car, we can only view the list on this particular tablet. So that's quite interesting and worth a note that the topology view is something obviously that's not actually fully operational on this particular make and model of car. From my first impressions of the tool, now I've not actually physically had this tool plugged into a vehicle before, so it's really quite interesting to see how well it is to actually navigate and use this particular fresh out of the box with no user experience whatsoever. I can see there's quite a lot of nice guided functions down the left hand side, and we've got some guided, some programming, we've got some live data. It's really quite nicely laid out. It looks like it's identified 33 specific different ECUs on here and given me a total of DTCs at the top of 59. Quite like the idea how you've got the collapsible menu, and you can see instantaneously what those 7 fault codes are within that ECU, and they collapse and expand quite nicely on there. To the right hand side here then we've got this little blue arrow pointing to the right, which will get you directly inside that ECU. From a user experience, really quite nice. Down the bottom we've got our quick arrays, we've got our fault code scan. It's all very nicely laid out. With regards to the accuracy, the fault that we've actually introduced on this particular vehicle was the high voltage battery. What we've actually done is we actually disconnected that just to create that fault. Has it identified that fault? Yes, it has. It's identified it here in the hybrid battery management ECU, and there it is, the fault code there, high voltage service disconnect open. As far as accuracy is concerned, we know that it's identified the issue and the fault that we created on the vehicle quite nicely. One of the really important things obviously on modern vehicles such as this particular Škoda is of course the secure gateway unlock. Now this particular tool, as with quite a few models within Autel range, secure gateway is available, but it's available as an additional extra subscription bolt-on. The capability to get through secure gateway is there, but of course it's an additional charge.